Hey there, I'm your local neighborhood jackal, and we're going to review Spider-Man Homecoming. Oh, Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. It's your local neighborhood Spider-Man. He's a good guy, because it's in theaters, and I just saw it. Let's take a look. First, caramel popcorn. Take a look. Okay, first of all, let's say that I went into this movie with very low expectations. And the reason I say that is because the last three Spider-Man movies have really let me down. The last two movies with Andrew Garfield, while they had some nice action, the acting wasn't terrible. The plot was just horrible, and the directing was really bad. I am a big fan of Tobey Maguire's Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1 and 2. In fact, to me, Spider-Man 2 is one of the greatest comic book movies ever made. But Andrew Garfield wasn't the worst thing of The Amazing Spider-Man. But I understood why Sony did what they did, and they joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And now we have a new Spider-Man, Tom Holland. And let me tell you guys, I just saw the movie tonight, Spider-Man Homecoming, and it is fantastic. Is it better than Spider-Man 1 or 2? No. Is it better than Spider-Man 3? Amazing Spider-Man 1, Amazing Spider-Man 2? Yes. Is it better than Spider-Man 1, the original Sam Raimi movie? I will say this, I enjoyed it more with that movie. Tom Holland is an excellent choice for Peter Parker. He's an excellent choice for Spider-Man. The overall cast in this movie was really well put together. I like the assembled cast. The diversity in the cast was really cool. I mean, there's a couple of little things, small nitpicks that I could pick at. But overall, I mean, those things I kind of like just brush off because this is its own interpretation to the Spider-Man mythology. I was talking to a couple of my friends who went with me tonight, and we were talking about like things they didn't like from the movie, and I kind of had to like tell them and put them in a place where they kind of understood that this is not the end all be all of Spider-Man. This is not the ultimate canon of Spider-Man. This is the MCU version of Spider-Man for the cinematic universe that we have going on currently. And I think, some of the changes that were done in the movie were fine. I mean, you have some stuff that were done for, race diversity and stuff like that, which, the social justice warriors are going to, say that that needs to be done because we need to be more diverse. So, that stuff doesn't really bother me anymore. Marvel's been doing it to a lot of their characters, and DC's been doing it to a lot of their characters as well. So I'm kind of used to that kind of like change in characters. And Michael Keaton is one of the best actors working today, and probably one of the greatest cinematic actors of my generation, of his generation. And he's always playing the good guy, the funny guy. And here he's completely the bad guy, and he pulled it off brilliantly. It's funny, he went from Batman to Birdman to the Vulture, and he's brilliant in this movie. And it's funny because of all the cinematic movies so far that Marvel's put out, this villain is probably one of the better ones when it comes to the way they fleshed him out. But I don't want to tell you exactly what happens to him at the end. But even his the character's conclusion is really well thought out, and the twist in the movie with his character and others in the movie, which I don't want to get too heavy into either, but the twist took a lot of people by surprise. The audience were, oh, wow. So it was a good twist, and people like taken aback by it. And so overall, this movie delivered for what it was. Tom Holland was excellent as Spider-Man. Marissa Tomei, my God, she's gorgeous as Aunt May. And I like the fact that we didn't have to sit through an entire origin again. So we don't have to see him getting bit by the spider. We don't have to sit through him, changing into like Spider-Man and learning how to use the abilities and stuff. Even though there is a little bit of training with the new suit that he gets, he already pretty much knows the basics of being Spider-Man. I do like the fact that they showed different clips what happened in Civil War, and they showed it from a different angle. They showed it from like he was taking video of the thing, and which is pretty funny in the beginning of the movie. And look, everybody in this movie was really, really good. Robert Downey Jr. is again as Tony Stark's on Iron Man. I mean, what can I say? The guy is a legend, and this is the role that's defining his life and his career. One thing I was really surprised by was the amount of comedy in the movie. The comedic element was really kind of like stepped up in this thing, and that took me a little bit by surprise because I wasn't expecting that. I thought that while they will have jokes when he's Spider-Man, for the most part when he's Peter Parker, they'll be a little bit darker, and you won't see him like laugh or crack as many jokes. And in this, it's not only him cracking jokes; his friends in school crack jokes. They crack jokes at his expense. For example, they make fun of him and they call him loser and stuff like that. And you have Flash Thompson, for example, in the movie, who he's kind of a throwaway character. He's just a bully. It's a completely different interpretation of who Flash is, but it worked really well in this thing. And it was pretty funny, like some of the stuff that happened in the movie with him and Peter, the interaction, which was again him just bullying Peter, and the songs he sings about Peter were really funny. Again, there's a lot of jokes in the movie that really paid off and worked well within the context of the film. At no point does the movie drag. There's no point where I'm like, what time can I get the hell out of here? This is taking too long. It doesn't drag. It paces perfectly. When the movie ends, you're kind of like wanting more. And by the way, the extra scenes at the end, you got to stay for the end credits scene with Captain America. That's by itself is worth the ticket admission. Believe me, very, very funny. And probably one of the better ones so far. And you'll understand why when you see it. So guys, I love the movie. I thought it was phenomenal. I give it a good old 9.5 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10. Almost got a perfect 10 score. Didn't quite get to a perfect 10 score. But 9.5 out of 10 is damn good. It's a great reboot. Go check it out. It's going to do great business in the box office this weekend. Hopefully it does great business throughout the entire run. So go check that out. As always, please leave your comments below. Let's talk about what I just did here with this video. And I want to hear your comments on the movie Spider-Man HomeComing. I want to hear what your thoughts on and what you think of this new Spider-Man we got in Tom Holland. So let's dialogue on this. And guys, please subscribe to the channel, like my video, and please send me some feedback. So until next time, everybody, this is the Jackal from inside the Jackal's head, wishing y'all a good night. Peace.
Spider-Man,